comes to shiny red eyes in the Naruto world, the Uchiha clan easily has a monopoly in the minds of Naruto fans everywhere. Say there's a ninja with shiny red eyes, and fans be quick to say that that person is in possession of the Sharingan. However, that wasn't always the case. In a world like Naruto where there are numerous Kekkei Genkai and hundreds upon hundreds of clans in existence, some of the abilities and appearances tend to overlap. This brings us to the Ketsuryugan, which is the dojutsu that belonged to the Chinoki clan. The Ketsurigan might not be as well known in the universe due to the clan itself being forced by the Uchiha clan to live in a land that's known as the Valley of Hell. However, their dojutsu was powerful enough that it was stated to have rivaled the three great dojutsu, which are the Byakugan, the Sharingan, and the rinnegan. So in today's latest installment of the Kekkei Genkai handbook, we're going to take a look at the Ketsuryugan. Now, for those of you guys who might be new, the Kekkei Genkai handbook is a series on this channel where we take a look at all the various Kekkei Genkai that exist in Naruto, and we break it all down in an easy to understand fashion, and we go a little bit in depth if the topic requires it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into this latest installment. Now, the dojutsu allows the user to cast Genjutsu on an extreme level, showing some of the abilities that the Sharingan had in the hands of somebody like Sasuke Uchiha. Sasuke, by the end of the series in the Sasuke Sunrise novel, was able to read minds in a manner that surpassed the Yamanaka clan's hidden jutsu to do the same thing. Whereas they needed to use their hidden jutsu, all Sasuke had to do was activate his Sharingan and he was able to do the exact same thing. Now, the Ketsuryugan has the same ability to read minds, however, it's on a level that rivals what Sasuke is able to do. Now, the Genjutsu is at its strongest point when the person that has the Ketsuryugan is able to either make skin-to-skin contact with the person or they're able to lock eyes with the target. Now, when it comes to the skin-to-skin contact, I know somebody's saying, why does that matter? Well, the Ketsuryugan also gives the member of the Chinoki clan the ability to manipulate the blood flow inside the body, and when you look at how chakra spreads through your body, you can see where there's a direct correlation right there. Now, when it comes to skilled ninja like Chino, when using the Genjutsu, they can amp it up to levels where even somebody like Sasuke needed to activate his Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan to break free of the Genjutsu, because just his basic Sharingan, his 3 Tomoe Sharingan, even for as advanced as it was, even Sasuke couldn't overcome it without the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Now, the dojutsu also allows the user to manipulate the blood inside of a person, mostly due to the ability to manipulate iron and liquids that are high with an iron substance. Similar to the Mangekyo Sharingan, prolonged usage of these eyes does cause the eyes itself to bleed, but there is no drawback like the Mangekyo Sharingan to where the person goes blind from overuse. With the Ketsuryugan, you basically need a Kleenex to clean up yourself. Now, in the case of Chino, her Kekkei Genkai with the Ketsuryugan is a bit more extreme than you guys can imagine, so it actually goes even further than just advanced Genjutsu. With her Ketsuryugan active, she can touch the skin of her target and she sends her own chakra into the bodies. Now, the chakra makes the bodies completely unstable and it begins to act as a poison. The instability is so great that a mere paper cut is enough to set off a chain reaction inside the body that results in the person blowing up like a suicide bomber. Now, the only way to counter this ability and save the person who's being affected by Chino's jutsu is to directly target the chakra flow by going after the chakra points, which will require the Byakugan to do so, and it's also by knocking them unconscious. And then at that point, after you do all of that, you also have to have an extremely skilled medical ninja to be able to extract the poison from the body without actually triggering the chain reaction, because if you do so, everybody goes kaboom. Now, Chino's dojutsu also allows her to freely change the appearance of someone after she begins to manipulate the iron in their blood. Chino can actually cause the person's body to take on another appearance, oftentimes being larger in size, which we definitely saw that actually happen when Sasuke saw Nawaki and he demanded him to show his true face to Sasuke before they went into battle. However, there's something you guys have to keep in mind. So this isn't regular plastic surgery right here. So basically, there is a way to break free of this dojutsu's ability. However, it comes at quite the cost. So basically, you have to slit your wrist and hope that you don't bleed out. So you've got to do it in a very careful manner. Otherwise, you bleed out or you go kaboom. Like stated before, the Genjutsu of the Ketsurigan isn't anything to turn your nose up at either. When Chino's able to lock eyes with somebody, she's able to brainwash them to follow her orders. If you're thinking about Genjutsu that brainwashes somebody, I know you're probably thinking about the Koto Masukami, and that's something very similar. The difference though is that Koto Masukami makes you believe that you're acting of your own free will. With something like this, you're literally being brainwashed and you might be aware of what you're doing, but you can't actually fight back against it. That's the difference right there. It's complete mind control. And a great example of this is when we saw her use this Genjutsu when she used the other powers of her Ketsurigan in order to create the exploding humans that she sent to Konoha. Now she's also able to trap somebody inside an illusion world that's under her control until her Genjutsu is broken by the target or she herself releases it. In the illusion that she trapped Sasuke in, Chino nearly drowned Sasuke in that dream world. In the Sasuke Sunrise novel, Chino's dojutsu also allowed her to set up complex barrier Genjutsus inside somebody's mind, and she's also able to read through their memories. Now the Ketsurigan also has the blood dragon jutsu, which takes blood manipulation to a completely different scale. So the user is able to create a giant 8-headed serpent of blood that has the ability to shoot out steam, and it's able to regenerate wounds, it's able to deflect lightning based attacks, and it's powerful enough that even Sasuke's perfect Susanoo was being restricted to an extent by it, which is pretty damn impressive given how strong Sasuke is at this point in the story. In the end, while not as powerful as the three great dojutsu, the Byakugan, the Sharingan, and the rinnegan, the Ketsurigan is still pretty damn overpowered when you consider all of its abilities. Ninja like Chino represent something that is truly terrifying. They represent progress, and in this case they represent halted progress. She was an outlier of the clan. All she needed was a little bit of hands-on training, and her Kekkei Genkai quickly became overpowered enough that it was nearly unstoppable, which makes you wonder what could have happened to this clan if they weren't actually wiped out. However, that's gonna be it for this installment of the Kekkei Genkai handbook. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below, and let me know how far do you think the Chinoki clan could have actually progressed if they weren't actually massacred. Do you think that they'd be able to rival the Uchiha clan fully? Let me know down in the comment section below. But as always, guys, if you like anything I had to say, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. Have an awesome day, guys.